welcome to the PartyPoker.com World Open 4. It's semi-final time. 7 will be on this table, only 3 taking their chips forward to the final table, and now's when the players have to decide. Do they want to just lie down and inch their way up that prize pool, or make the move, risk it all to take the chips to the final? Let's have a look at who will be on the table. William Pretty Boy Martin doesn't fear anyone on the felt. His biggest poker achievement is taking 14th place at the Irish Open. Then tonight he will be putting his skills to the test.
I love the cameras love me. Match made in heaven.
This current London poker hero, Neil Badby Channing, is on a roll. He won the Irish Open bagging over $1.2 million. Unflappable, unstoppable, unbeatable.
Winning this, in terms of like winning a large sum of money, it's no big deal. I'm rich now anyway.
Dale Hoy from Great Yarmouth knows his way around a poker table, but is yet to win a big event. This is just what he needs to make his mark.
Looking forward to today. Like, been buzzing for about the last 4 days, and I can't wait to get this on.
Simon Trigger Craig burst through the back door on his way to this semi-final. The lucky loser powered through the turbo and now means to wreak revenge on the Havoc.
I mean, this is my first televised semi-final, so that's fabulous already. But getting to the semis doesn't mean anything unless you get to the final.
East London's answer to Superman, Dixie Dean, finds himself with a big chance at the big money. He's steady, he's strong, he's not very silent.
If you play with rubbish players, that's all you're going to be. But if you're looking to get better, you've got to come and play with the best.
Abby Kaitan certainly is not afraid of the big bad wolf. He booed Sammy George off the table and is ready to stick the boot in the other semi-finals.
Whole hog, I'm for the whole hog. I don't believe in going there with the least amount of chips and getting out first. The difference is hardly anything between 7th and 6th. What's the point?
Andy's 17.5 ward is one half British deadpan and the other half raving maniac. He lets his game do the talking, and those raises sure fly fast.
When things are going well, people look around and say, how did he get all the chips? Because hopefully I can just do it without anybody noticing, but it's all in the hands of the gods today, so we'll just play our best and see what happens.
Looking at the chips on the table, no change in their values. The yellow's worth 1,000, blues are 2, reds 5K apiece, 100,000 per player. But as we're 7-handed, there's 700,000 on the table, and they'll of course all be going to the final.
Yeah.
And I mean, you talk about dreaming.
I'm going to mess about in the second hand. I'll go in behind.
Is this the point at the tournament when you start to allow yourself to dream about that $250,000 first prize?
Of course you do, Jesse. I mean, every player on the way here today, they would have been planning how they're going to go about this heat, you know, early on. I think it's a major factor, the first 2 levels, to how it's going to pan out at the end. But you know, it's massive. They all know there's 3 players going to go through to the final. Every one of them will think they're going to be one of the 3.
And guys know that if they can kind of limp in to the final 3, just get to that final table, of course, they're not shooting themselves in the foot with a shot to still take the title, and of course moving up that pay scale as well.
Well, this is, look, Simon's called his raise here with a king-jack, and he's hit top pair.
And this is
straight
tough.
out and betting this.
Well, it's going to be really tough for Andy Ward here.
10,000.
Especially if he doesn't have a form line on trigger.
I said to you, Jesse, I knew he was going to play a bit. Well, obviously, I come here in the same car, and he sort of half told me how he was going to play.
I mean, if you're Andy Ward, you're thinking, yeah, I need to ask a question.
He's raised him here, Jesse. This could be good.
And Ward's going to get hurt. Is Trigger going to snap this back up, or might he just call?
I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. He might be thinking he could have a big pair, you know, an over pair. He could also put him on a couple of clubs. This is quite a nice flop for Trigger to have another big bet at, you know.
Obviously, the re-raise all in with.
Cool.
And well, at least he's in the frame here.
You get the feeling that Andy Ward is going to look to just kind of check this one down cheaply.
It's a massive pot, Jesse. Look already. Well, he ain't going anywhere now. Check. Trigger. Oh, nice check. 63,000 out there.
And that card will look safe for Andy, as far as if he put Trigger on some kind of draw, but it's actually given Simon the flush draw. And now he's still got the winner with just the top pair. Should he?
All in. Go on, Trigger.
What a move! And that bet is so big that it almost...
Jesse, I swear, I said to him, dude, the quick all in here on the river, if you think you got the best hand, the quick all in, they think it's a bluff and you might get a call.
You might have thought it was a friendly game, but realizing you could be the next guy out and only have basically your money back and not the $250,000 you've been dreaming about.
Jesse, I was just going to say, $250,000.
Call. Pass.
You like that call, or is it weak?
No, don't like that. You could tell he wanted to play it, you know, 10
Pass.
jack suited, quite nice
Pass.
cards, but under the
Pass.
gun, first level, chuck it straight in the bin.
And
Pass.
Dale Hoy has seized on this, isolating the
Call.
limper, and you feel like that Dale can win any pot that misses.
Well, the thing is, Martin ain't got a clue where he is, Jesse. You know, if he flops jack eye, 10 eye, he ain't got a clue where he is.
He's got the best hand, but will Dale put pressure on with continuation?
Check.
Well, this
Check.
will be the telling factor.
Check.
And what does that say to you?
It says he's missed. I'd bet now, you know. I know, again, it's easy, Jesse. We see all the cards, but just, you know, if you covered the screen up,
8,000.
he must come out and bet now, this guy. You see, and if he's going to call this...
Re-raise.
Oh, he's
Raise.
re-raising. Wow. They're playing a different level.
That's a strong play.
Very
that is a
strong
strong
play. Very strong.
17,000
But
more.
I mean, just because of that club on the river on the turn there, can Martin think he's making a play with a naked ace of clubs?
I'm not so sure. I think he was probably, you know, when Dow checks the flop, he's got it in his mind that he's going to be raising him on the turn.
It's just
He's
if you-
inviting him to come out and
I
bet.
mean, if you really had something like ace king, would you have checked that flop?
No,
It's a
you wouldn't.
scary sort
Yeah,
of board.
course.
2 clubs, a lot of straight draws out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I mean, maybe you check through. Just
Could quite easily put him on like ace queen, ace jack with the ace of clubs, couldn't you?
it's 17,000 more, and regardless of what Martin puts him on, he's definitely under pressure and has to pay to look him up.
Yeah,
And that's the
I
thing.
mean, he's played the hand really well, Dal, but if he bets the flop, Jesse, he saves himself a few more chips and takes it down at a lesser price. But he's won a few more, so there's an argument for every play.
The name of the game, pressure, and Dale Hoy doing the business.
You called it, pressure.
Coming up, only 3 go through, and some of them could have a really big stack.
I'm kind of a specialist at winning the heat in these television tournaments and then going to the semi-final and failing spectacularly.
I'm playing to win, not playing just to make the finals. Please God, today, let's get the cards, let's be lucky.
I'm going to smash the granny out of this lot in the semi-final.
It's the road to the final table.